We're now proceeding with the assembly of the main shaft, and the first thing you have to do is to apply some grease to the shaft, because we'll be inserting the parts from this end towards here. Um, so this is step 2 of the MT15 section of the manual, and we will have to install the second gear in clutch hub number 1. So let's apply some grease. Well, they say apply grease, but I will apply oil, transmission oil, to this race here. This is just so that the bearing does not come in contact with any surfaces that are not oiled. So this is recommended. Just my rule of thumb is grease up everything that has a bearing, any contact surfaces. Do not let them come into contact with other metal. Now we'll be putting the second gear here. So this is the second gear assembly with a new synchronizer ring. According to the diagram, don't forget to print this. You can find this on the toyo.diy.com. You have to place the synchronizer ring towards the end of the shaft, so this will go in like this. So here it is, second gear, and now we have to place the clutch hub for the second gear here. Let's see which one is the front. You always have to see which part is the front. You do this by looking at the manual. Look at the top. You can see the difference between the notches, the thin and the thick one. In this case, this is the front with the beveled edge. So place it like this on the on the shaft. This has to be pressed in. We'll be using the bearing puller for this, since I do not have a press. Now that the second gear assembly is in its place, you have to insert a locking ball into this tiny hole, see against the light, and then install the first gear assembly, which is step 3 of the manual. So we have inserted the center bearing, the reverse gear, the race, and in this race there is a small sphere. You have to put it there and make sure that you cannot move the race when the sphere is there. You insert the sphere, then you insert the race, and you move it until it matches the sphere. There is a notch inside the race, and the purpose of the notch is to make sure that the race does not move like this around the shaft. That's why the sphere is there. Then you insert the reverse gear and the sleeve for the reverse gear. You top it off with a holding ring over here. For the fifth gear, you insert the synchronizer ring. Make sure to match the synchronizer ring notches with the shift keys, so that you can only move it like this. Then you have to insert a spacer, which is a small ring. Put it in there. Then you put your fifth gear bearing, which is in 2 parts, and then insert your fifth gear, like so, and then you have to insert a sphere, small sphere there, a locking ball, and then finally you will insert the spacer. Insert the spacer, be careful to align the notch in the spacer with the locking ball. There, see the locking ball, there is a notch in the spacer, you align it like so, and that's it. This set is held in place by the bearing and a locking ring here. You insert the bearing this way with the spheres towards the gear set. And well, this is now work for the bearing puller.